Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, on va parler de deux choses, la carte postale et le négatif du passé composé. Okay, so la carte postale, something that, Hannah sé suas rih seo ar an sean cuasa, bu sean smach go dagan sé go duci sé suas ar an ceann nua comá. Go háirthe ag brat nu ar na tríal scrúdathe ón blion seo, bhí glór caint faoin léon sir agus mar sinnta. So, we'll just lay it in a Troika and shop, but bear in mind that this is looking at, the old course. When you are on holidays, you will probably want to send postcards to your friends and your family at home. Writing a postcard is one of the tasks that you may be asked to do on your junior cert paper, both at ordinary and higher levels. So you know now that it's course cumónta atá I gceist, so níl an gá levé ann. You do not need to draw a postcard or write in an address. You are usually writing to a friend, so you will use the to form of the verb. So sin tábhacht an tábhachtach. Má tá tú caint le do cara nó le duine éige le do clown, cai tú úsáid. Muna bhfuil sin úsáid aga, cailóg tú marcan an sin. If you're writing to more than one person or someone you do not know very well, you will use the vous form of the verb. But, it's rud aisteach é sin agus rud nachhfuil an cumón má tá tú scríb carta fuist, chances are that it's duna atá tú an a cardú le. Keep your sentences short, and you should put the place and date on the postcard. So má scribnibh é sin chuna sé sin dhéanamh, nuair bhí an lecture aguain an nurig. So we just scríb, an áit na bhfuil muid, an ish, an baile, so mar hapla Paris, agus an sin comma, le 24 Mars. Okay, so baile agus an sin an dáta. And fear tábhachtach go bhfuil litir beag ann don mí. Okay, agus it's le plus an iver. Rivray. Okay, so Rockmuid 3 na nachna atá an seo chun cabhar leat leis an scríb nócht gur nóid one. So greetings are opening. Salut, un grand bonjour de, big hello from. Bonjour à tout le monde. Tout le monde is everybody. Un petit coucou de. Coucou is a very informal way of saying hi. Okay, a little hello from. Where you are staying. Je suis dans un petit hôtel, dans un grand hôtel, so petit, grand, small, big. Nous sommes dans un camping. Dans un camping is in a campsite, or dans une caravane. Je loge chez mes parents. Je loge chez les meuniers pour l'été. So je loge is I'm staying. You can also say je reste. Je loge. Chez means at the place of, so chez mes grands-parents, at my grandparents' place, or chez les meuniers is at the Meunier family. So if you're saying, for example, in France, the Dupont family, you'd say les Dupont. Just les in front of the name, and that means, the family of. So, je loge chez mes grands-parents, or je loge chez les Meuniers. That means I'm staying like at a French family's house, who are called Meunier, pour l'été, for the summer. Talking about the weather. Il fait un temps superbe. Okay, the weather is super. Il fait beau et chaud. Beau, the weather is nice. Chaud, the weather is hot or warm. 30 degrés. Il y a du soleil tous les jours, every day, the sun. Il fait froid et il pleut. It's cold. Il fait froid et il pleut. It's rainy. And il pleut des cordes. It's lashing rain. It's an idea in French that, so in English we'd say it's raining cats and dogs, but in French they say it's raining ropes. Okay, il pleut des cordes. Saying what you have done. Hier, j'ai visité le château. Yesterday, I visited the castle. Samedi dernier, nous avons mangé dans un restaurant. And just, this is what you have done. So if you think about it, what tense do we need here? We need passé, composé. Just what we've been looking at last week. Okay, so hier, j'ai visité le château. So I'm just going to highlight the different passé composes here. So j'ai visité, so yesterday, I visited the castle. Samedi dernier, nous avons mangé dans un restaurant. Last Saturday, we ate, nous avons mangé dans un restaurant, in a restaurant. Hier soir, j'ai dansé avec mes amis. I danced with my friends. Hier soir, yesterday evening. Le week-end dernier, last weekend, nous avons loué des vélos. Nous avons loué, we rented some bikes. Des vélos. So louer is the verb to rent there. Ce matin, j'ai acheté des cadeaux au marché. This morning, I bought, j'ai acheté des cadeaux au marché, presents at the market. Il y a 2 jours, 2 days ago. So if you want to say ago in French, you say il y a plus the time frame. So that's ago, 2 days. Okay, so 2 days ago, j'ai rencontré, I met, ton correspondant, your pen pal, or ta correspondante, your female pen pal. Alright, saying where you are and whom you are with. So, me voici à Nantes. Here I am in Nantes. And remember that we use a because we use a with any of the towns. We only looked at that there, I think last week or the week before. Or nous voici à Bantry if you're in, an Irish town, same thing. So me voici, here I am. Nous voici, here we are. Just write that up here. Je suis ici, I am here, en France, in France. And we use en because France is a feminine country. And how do we know that? Because it ends in E. Nous sommes ici en Espagne, same thing. Okay, je passe 2 semaines ici avec ma famille. I am spending 2 weeks here with my family. Je suis ici pour le week-end avec ma classe. I am here for the weekend with my class. Nous sommes ici en voyage scolaire ou en échange scolaire. We are here on school trip, voyage scolaire. Or on échange scolaire, on a school exchange. Martu, like Martu Frankish or Rudig Marchin. Je suis à Paris avec ma classe pour 4 jours. I am here in Paris with my class for 4 days. Je suis en vacances avec la famille de mon ami. I'm on holidays with the family of my friend's family. La famille de mon ami, my friend's family. Now reactions. C'est super ici. It's super here. C'est génial ici. It's great here. La famille est vraiment sympa. The family is really nice. L'hôtel est magnifique. The hotel is magnificent. La plage est super. The beach, la plage, is super. Les monuments sont incroyables. The tourist monuments are incredible. Saying what you do every day. So what you do, you're going to have to start getting wising up now to the use of tenses in French. So if you're saying about what you have done, you're using past composé because that's the past. But what you do every day, what tense do we need there? Le présent. Okay. Je m'amuse bien ici. I'm enjoying myself. Je vais en ville voir les monuments. I'm going to town to see the monuments. Je vais à la piscine. I'm going to the swimming pool. Je mange dans un petit café du coin. I eat in a small café du coin, corner café. Je joue avec les autres campeurs. I play with the other campers. Je vais à l'école avec mon correspondant. I go to school with my correspondant, my pen pal. Ma correspondante, female version. And nous faisons du tourisme. We do some tourism, as in you do tourist activities. Finishing your card. À bientôt. See you soon. Je serai de retour bientôt. I will be back soon. Il me tarde de te revoir. Looking forward to seeing you. I think il me tarde is a kind of bit old-fashioned of an expression. C'est j'ai hâte de te revoir. I look forward to seeing you, or seeing you again. Je rentre la semaine prochaine. I'm coming home next week. Gros bisous, kisses, or just an informal way to sign off. Okay, so with that in mind, you had two questions. Now, first one, you are on a school trip to Paris. Write a postcard in French to your French pen pal. In it, say whom you are with and how long for. You are staying in a little hotel in the centre of Paris. You are visiting the sites every day. And last evening, you ate in a lovely restaurant. Okay, so I'm going to go through the two samples I've put up there for you. So, first point was you have to say whom you are with and how long for. So, this is how we started off up here. Paris le 24 mars. Okay, so you have to start off, remember, with your town name. Ballia. Le, agus an ever, agus an sin an mi le litter biog. Cher Pierre, un petit coucou de Paris. Je suis ici en France avec ma famille pendant 4 jours. So I'm here for 4 days. So that's the first one. Number 2, you're staying in a little hotel in the centre of Paris. So you'll see that I've indented down here. I'll start a new paragraph. Je reste dans un petit hôtel au centre-ville. C'est super. So you're always trying to add, give as much as you can in terms of description. So I'm staying in a little hotel in the city centre. It's super. So that's the second point. And remember, you're trying to always make it easier for your examiner. So this is point 1, point 2, point 3. You indent and go to a new line. So point 3 was you are visiting the sites every day. Je visite les monuments et les sites touristiques tous les jours. Hier, nous avons vu la Tour Eiffel. C'était magnifique. So just be aware what tense you're looking for in each point. You are visiting the sites every day. So that's clearly going to be the present tense. But then you can also add in and say what you did yesterday. Hier, nous avons vu. Passé composé. We saw la Tour Eiffel. C'était magnifique. That c'était there is really useful because we use that word describing things in the past. It's the past tense of c'est. So c'est, it is. C'était, it was. And the last point, last evening you ate in a lovely restaurant. So I went down here, I went to point 4. Hier soir, it's yesterday evening. Nous avons mangé, passé composé again because you're in the past, dans un beau restaurant. C'était délicieux. J'adore la cuisine française. La cuisine française, French cooking. And then sign it off, à bientôt, and your name. So that's the sample we looked at there for the first one. And again, you don't need to follow any certain layout like I've done here, but just that you make sure you have the first line up here and then you indent for each point. So the second one, B. You are on a weekend trip with your parents to Sligo. Write a postcard in French to your French pen pal and then it'd say whatever. So you need to make sure you're reading the question carefully. You're supposed to be in Sligo, so we'll start off with the town which we're writing from. Sligo, le 24 mars. So the first point is you have to say who you are staying, or you're staying with your grandparents in French. So, me voici à Sligo. Je loge chez mes grands-parents. Je m'amuse bien ici. Point 1. Point 2, and again we indent. The weather is nice and sunny. Il fait beau et il y a du soleil. Point 3. You have been to a lovely beach and you swam. Je suis allé à une belle plage, beautiful beach, et j'ai nagé dans la mer in the sea. C'était super. And there's your c'était again. Very useful. Point 4. You watched a football match yesterday evening. Hier soir, nous avons regardé un match de foot à la télé. C'était très serré. Serré, French for means the game was very tight. It was very close between the two teams. Nous adorons tous le sport. So hier soir, nous avons regardé, passé composé, we watched un match de foot à la télé. C'était très serré. Nous adorons tous le sport. And to sign off there, je rentre la semaine prochaine. Je rentre is the verb to come home. So I'm coming home next week, la semaine prochaine. À bientôt, Shane. See you soon. What I want you to do for your homework is I want you to take those two samples into your notes copy and write in whatever you don't understand, just to make sure that you have those two examples in there, and make sure your title is going to be there, La carte postale. La carte postale and carte affiche. So moving on to the new stuff for today, le négatif du passé composé. Nu muid ag déanamh staidar le présent, chur muid ne, rih an bríthir agus pas in dhia chun an form dúilteach a cruthú. So let's just fake our example on show. Je suis, I am. Je ne suis pas, I am not. So if we're looking at what we did there, we put ne before the bríthir and pas after the bríthir. And we know the bríthir is suis here, the verb être. So how does that differ then with the passé composé? Well, obviously because with the passé composé you've got two parts now. You know it's a bit more complicated question. So chun bríthir passé composé curs to form dúilteach curtar ne riv an bríthir cúnta. And remember that's your auxiliary verb. What that means is basically the avoir or the être bit. So that's the first bit. Remember passé composé, two parts. Your bríthir cúnta, your avoir or être bit, like we have here. J'ai. Okay, so there's your bríthir cúnta. And then you've got the second part is your past participle fait. So remember, you sandwich the first bit. You sandwich the helping verb, the bríthir cúnta. So you say, you put the ne there and the pas right after it. So je n'ai pas. Je n'ai pas fait, I didn't do. Je n'ai pas fait. And we have an example with the être here. Je suis allé. Again, suis is your bríthir cúnta, your auxiliary verb. And that's the one you have to sandwich. So put that into the negative. Je ne suis pas allé. Je ne suis pas allé. Je ne suis pas allé. I did not go. Why is there the optional E here? Because remember we said that when we use être as the bríthir cúnta, the helping verb, we have to make the past participle agree in terms of gender, which means you would add an E, or in terms of number, which means you would add an S. So here we still have être, so if you were a girl you'd be saying je ne suis pas allée, no difference in terms of pronunciation, but you would put in an extra E there as well. So exercice 6. Écrivez les phrases suivantes avec une négation. J'ai dit bonjour à la réceptionniste becomes je n'ai pas dit bonjour à la réceptionniste. Nous avons lu le dépliant. Nous n'avons pas lu le dépliant. And be keen to go wish of a cartoué shonish. Beg me glor gon finisha one note trash. Ils ont fait beaucoup de tourisme. Ils n'ont pas fait beaucoup de tourisme. Elle a vu l'Arc de Triomphe. Elle n'a pas vu l'Arc de Triomphe. Tu as pris l'avion à Paris. Tu n'as pas pris l'avion à Paris. Laure a ouvert la valise. Laure n'a pas ouvert la valise. Il a plu hier. Il n'a pas plu hier. Vous avez mis vos bagages dans le car. Vous n'avez pas mis vos bagages dans le car. So to recap on that, you're always looking for the auxiliary verb. Okay, so we goni ag fécinn shimaki gorn bríthir cúnta. So call will she. It's the first bit, isn't it? It's the avoir être. So j'ai, nous avons, ils ont, elle a, tu as, l'aura, il a plu, vous avez mis. And then to put into the negative, you put ne and pas around that. Oh, I forgot to finish that one off there. Lu. Put ne and pas around the avoir or the être. was pre. Bravo. Okay, so je n'ai pas dit, I didn't say, hello to the receptionist. Nous n'avons pas lu le dépliant. We haven't read the leaflet. Ils n'ont pas fait beaucoup de tourism. They didn't do a lot of tourism. 4. Elle n'a pas vu l'Arc de Triomphe. She didn't see the Arc de Triomphe. 5. Tu as pris l'avion à Paris. Tu n'as pas pris l'avion à Paris. You didn't take the plane to Paris. 6. Laure n'a pas ouvert la valise. Laure didn't open the suitcase. 7. Il n'a pas plu hier. It didn't rain yesterday. And 8. Vous n'avez pas mis vos bagages dans le car. You haven't put your suitcases into the coach. Ensuite, cochez la bonne case. Which of the words or expressions would you use to talk about the past? Tick to indicate your answer. See, that means you have to understand what each of these mean. So first one, demain. Demain, is that past or present? Demain is future, actually, because demain is tomorrow, amorok. Therefore, we don't tick. Il y a un mois. Il y a un mois. A month ago. Yeah. La semaine prochaine, next weekend. No. Next week, sorry. Le week-end dernier, last weekend. That's the past. Dans 2 jours, in 2 days. No. Lundi dernier, last Monday. Yes. La semaine dernière, last week. Yeah. Vendredi prochain, next Friday. No. Il y a un an, a year ago. Yes. Le week-end dernier, last weekend. Yes. Hier, yesterday. Yeah. L'année dernière, last year. Yes. So beidir smíanamh má é just chun iad a chur seach idir cúpla or cruúin ish. So il y a un mois. Scríbe nach leis. A month ago. Remember, il y a, when used for time, means ago. Or ascuelge, o hin. Le weekend dernier. Dernier means last. So last weekend. La semaine dernière. Last week. Il y a un an. 1 year ago. Le weekend dernier. Last weekend. Hier. Yesterday. L'année dernière. Last year. Okay, bhí clúisis gan le déanamh ag even seo, so an raibh an ráiteas sa form nó mar scaná, nó an raibh sé sa form diúltach. So sin na freagraíonn sin, so ceartlaigh an obair lever den. Okay, on passe maintenant à exercice 12. Écrivez les phrases suivantes au passé composé avec une négation. 1. Je suis allé au centre commercial. Donc, au négatif, c'est je ne suis pas allé au centre commercial. Je ne suis pas allé. 2. Nous sommes partis à 2 heures. Nous ne sommes pas partis à 2 heures. Nous ne sommes pas partis à 2 heures. We didn't leave at 2 o'clock. Elle est née en avril. She was born in April. Elle n'est pas née en avril. She wasn't born in April. 4. Vous êtes sortis hier soir. Did you go out last night? Vous n'êtes pas sortis hier soir. Did you not go out last night? 5. Ils sont venus avec leurs parents. Ils ne sont pas venus avec leurs parents. 6. Marie et Luc sont arrivés pour le concert de bonheur. Marie and Luke came for the concert early. Marie et Luc ne sont pas arrivés pour le concert de bonne heure. Tu es resté longtemps dans le café. You stayed for a long time in the cafe. Negative version. Tu n'es pas resté longtemps dans le café. You didn't stay long in the cafe. And then 8. Robert est tombé sur l'escalier roulant. Robert n'est pas tombé sur l'escalier roulant. Robert didn't fall on the escalator. Okay, so rud dearnach nó bhhail ha go mórc. Scríb an dá carta fuist na chin samplaí ar rinne mé is seach in ver notes agus fálam le negatív du passé composé. So sinné I ggur new lads gur mí maithagíh agus feici mé sibh a mórc.